7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's now time for the Pony Cake Sports Podcast with your hosts, Josh Stevens, Tim Thompson, and Tom Schultz. Woo!
Oh, hey there, everybody. Week 7 is now in the books. And real quick, we will do our recap. Tim, Tom, how you guys doing?
Oh, living the dream. My butthole hurts from Luke, but other than that, I'm doing all right.
Tom, how are you?
I'm pretty good. I just want to know one thing. Justin, how's your ass feel after I pounded it all week? Sorry about it, Amari. Not sorry.
Wow.
Yeah,
keeping it 100.
Amari did save your ass in that matchup pretty good. But, you know what? Let's start with that matchup, Tom. How's that sound? So we have...
Don't really need to talk about it. I just whooped Justin's ass. Next.
Tom wins 107.1 to 103.8. Tom, your main contributors, Amari Cooper with 33, Russell Wilson with 29, Mark Ingram with 17. Kind of...
Matt Bryant got your -3.
Yeah, Matt Bryant, -3.
And
That's
I don't
good.
understand that at all.
Yeah, it makes no sense. He missed 2 kicks and an extra point.
He made an extra point, missed 2 field goals. And field goals are -1, so I don't understand how I got -3.
He made one field goal. And
He missed
he
2
made
field
one.
goals.
He made one extra point and missed 2 field goals.
Should be -1.
I don't think. Well, whatever. We don't have enough time in this show to debate this.
I
Carry
won.
on.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
won.
the big question is, Tom was asking, he thought field goals missed were -1, and they're shown up as -2. So we have to revisit that, eventually take a look at it, what it was compared
Tom
to
is
last
such
year.
a whiny little.
And what makes no sense, last week Josh Holtz had the #1 waiver claim, and now this week I do, and I don't know. It's confusing. And me and his records are the exact same. I have the tiebreaker over him, but he still has more points than me. I don't fucking get
Because he's got more points, that's why.
it. He had more points last week.
Well, then I have no idea.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You're the manager of both
Yeah,
teams.
I lost out on waiver claim last week.
You're the manager of both teams.
No.
It doesn't matter.
Shut up.
Next up, we have Tater King versus Josh Schultz. Kevin put up a miraculous 46.4 points this week to 78.3. Josh Schultz takes the win. And Kevin had one person over 10 points, and that was the Panthers' defense.
Tom, Spencer, and Kevin all with 40-point freaking duds this year.
Did I score in the 40s? I don't think I have.
I think you did.
No.
I don't remember. I thought it was 50.
No, well, I'm just going to say you did because it makes you mad.
Le'Veon Bell, 19.2. Jason Witten, 11. Could Josh's team be the best waiver claim team possibly ever put together? Because that's pretty much what his team is.
No, Josh's team sucks. He's still probably going to be beer bitch.
I hope he is.
Yeah, no. Tom's team is going to come within 2 games of the division title. Watch it. It's going to happen.
I'm already within 2 games.
I mean, at the end, by the end of the year. Right
I'm gonna
now,
beat Mike.
Right now, when you're 2-5 or whatever. The fuck
I'm going to beat Mike.
Next up, we have Mike versus Tommy. Mike ends up with 68.6. Tommy ends up with 109.1. Ty Montgomery, 1.5 points. Brett Hundley, which I thought Mike was joking this whole week long, started him and put up 12.8. And Mike Wallace went out with a concussion. And on the other side of the ball, you have Todd Gurley and Ezekiel Elliott. And that's all you really need to know about on Tommy's team.
Ooh, Mike. I don't even know what to say to you. I don't. Besides, I'm sorry. I mean, go ahead and butcher him, Tom, because I know that's what you want to do.
Tim, my lowest scoring output of the year was 64.5, so you weren't even close yet again. Dolphin.
Yeah, I if anybody's going to butcher Mike, it would be myself. But I have offered him numerous trades for a quarterback.
They're bad, though.
Maybe they are bad.
They're really
but the
bad.
thing is, he hasn't even offered or entertained an idea of a counter trade.
Because he knows you're being a douchebag.
Right now, I've offered Tom Brady to Josh Schultz for pennies on the dollar. Because I don't care. But because it's Mike and Justin, you better give me something that's worth it.
I don't know why Mike and or Justin have not come to me yet for Derek Carr or Kirk Cousins. Makes no sense, in my opinion.
Good question.
I don't get it. Gentlemen, they're available. I'm not going to, they're not like my position players where I rate people. I want fair value, and I know it's a need for both of you, but I'll let the bidding begin.
I did offer Mike a very fair trade this morning, and then
You don't offer
then
fair trades to
and then I
anyone.
canceled it because I said this is too fair of a trade.
Secondly, why are you dressed like Phil Hellmuth today? What the fuck?
It
Josh
was-
is here with the hooded sweatshirt and the headphones over the hooded sweatshirt. Like a fucking retard.
It was Tom Brady and Doug Martin for Austin Seferian-Jenkins and Alvin Kamara. You cannot tell me that is not a fair trade.
Not really.
How?
He's losing a keeper in the deal.
He gets to keep Doug Martin.
Yeah, I guess.
He's not going to keep Austin Seferian-Jenkins.
Honestly, for him, at this
And he
point,
gets a quarterback.
no, at this point, Mike should just cut his fucking losses.
Yep.
That's what Mike needs to do. He is already screwed so badly in the butt, and every time I talk to him, he goes, "Yeah?" And I tell him, like, "Mike, don't worry. Everyone's going to laugh at you." But I tell you, "Yeah? They're not going to laugh at me when I'm fucking my wife looking at the starfish." That's what he tells me all the time. I'm like, Mike,
If he's going to make a run for it,
He's not.
That's the type of trade he's got to make.
What Mike needs to do, I have this jar of coconut oil in my hand. He just needs to lay there and let me insert my fantasy wiener in his butthole. Wow. Let me reclaim the division. Just lay there and take it, Mike. You do not deserve to win the East this year. But if you trade your sixth, then you're gonna have nothing. And
Does he even have a six still?
He's got a six. It's
Oh,
pretty
that's
much all he's got left.
when's our trade deadline?
Just take it. It's later. It's
No,
like week
normally
12 or
November 22nd.
I think what I'm going to... Honestly,
Usually it's the week before Thanksgiving, right?
something like that.
Or
Honestly,
the week of?
I think it's
honestly,
almost
if
like
you,
the last
if
week
you
of the
get
season.
close, Tom,
I'm within 2 games.
if you get close, like, listen, you're still 2-5, okay?
Yeah,
2-5
Mine's
is
4-3.
I know.
all his
And he's gonna
Packers
go.
are
And
by.
he's gonna go winless.
If you get closer, I may have to just trade players to Mike for nothing, just to make sure that you stay out of the playoffs.
Next up, we
Fucked
have
up, Joe.
we have Luke versus Tim. Tim lost. Got his fucking
got raped.
butthole raped.
Raped.
Tim lost.
I was like I told
Lost.
I told both you guys. I was cool with it. Kind of exactly what I predicted in my write up earlier in the week. Luke had some great fucking matchups. And it is what it is. Sean McCoy fucking destroyed that awful fucking Tampa Bay defense.
It happens.
Fucking destroyed them. And you know what can you say? When Dak Prescott hits fucking Des Bryant with a meaningless touchdown pass when they're already up over 20 fucking points in the fourth quarter, it's not gonna be your week. And I'm glad it was out of reach going into Monday night because fucking Jordan Reed and Nelson Aguilar fucking blew up for no goddamn reason in the third and fourth quarter. I do want to say though, Luke texted me early in the week and said, "I can't wait to watch Eric Decker fucking rape you." And I said, "Haha, Eric Decker, suck my dick." And he scored 0 points, which is funny because it makes Luke look good because he essentially won with not even a full team. And Eric Decker still blows.
Tim, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Yet again, you picked the wrong running back. You pretty much sold the farm to get Tevin Coleman from Tommy. You let him rape you twice just to
Rape
get
and
that
pillage.
deal done. How does it feel?
Honestly, it felt fine. I'm still extremely happy with that deal. I would do it again tomorrow.
What was the deal?
An 8th round pick, and I had to give up someone
Hand
that I
job.
just
I
gave him.
think. That's what Tommy said. He got a hand job out of
You
it.
gotta give him a hand job?
No, 8th round pick because I have 2 of them, and Bilal Powell for Tevin Coleman.
It's a Mike deal.
Oh my god. All right.
I wanted Tevin, and I was gonna have to drop someone, and I thought Bilal Powell would be better in Tommy's hands than Joey's, which is exactly a Josh Stevens prediction. So
That is.
suck my dick, faggots.
Next
Say
up.
that.
It's not a real show.
What's going on YouTube?
I don't
Yeah.
care.
Next
Faggots,
up.
faggots, faggots.
Next up, we
Sorry,
have.
Joey. Sorry, Joey.
Dude, I have followers.
Oh,
Like
you
Josh Schultz and like maybe Jerry, and that's it. Next up, we have the Shield, which is Jerry versus myself, and I beat Jerry, and I'm happy.
I'm not gonna lie. Going into Monday Night Football, I'm like, oh man, Jerry might actually beat Josh. And then when I was watching the game, I'm like, goddamn Carson Wentz. He went up and done it again.
There was that one play where they had him bottled up in the backfield, and he just snuck out of there.
Fucking
and got
David
like,
Blaine their ass.
like a
There was-
20-yard rush.
There
It
was
was crazy.
multiple plays. We're gonna talk about it in our later show here, but
I know I was watching it, and in the very first couple plays of the game, he throws an interception. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, there's my my game this week.
there goes my season.
So, Jerry, valiant effort, made some moves, got Alex Smith, got Adrian Peterson, got Stephon Diggs. Sorry, none of them panned out for you besides Alex Smith.
Still shocked that who did Jerry give up for Diggs? Oh, Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Shocked that Jerry gave up Derrick Henry. Shocked.
Very shocked.
He literally traded everything for his future for Derrick Henry. And then, listen.
Still owes one more year on the deal. That's what I want to make a point of. Owes one more year on the deal still.
Oh, my goodness gracious. I don't know. I don't hate it because Stephon Diggs is a big-time keeper, in my opinion, as well. Jerry's going to have a very good PPR team for next year. I know it's only half a point, but having Christian McCaffrey and Stephon Diggs in a PPR league is very valuable. So
last matchup of the week, Spencer versus Joey. Joey wins this, ekes out a win versus a very terrible Spencer team, 80.5 to 62.9.
I'm just glad to see that that Spencer's kind of phoning it in at this point. He's happy. He was so excited because I was messing with him after I beat him, telling him to trade me Jordan Howard because I knew it would piss him off. And I didn't get to tell you guys last week when Spencer and I were playing each other. He got even. He fucked himself even more because the typical Spencer way. Right after someone scored a touchdown for him, right away he said, "Yeah, touchdown, a Golden Tate touchdown, bitch. Fuck you." I was like, "All right, cool, thanks." So then the rest of the day, all I did from midday Sunday all the way through Monday night at like midnight, I just texted him, "Good game, bro," or "Good win, bro." The same thing that he does all the time. He got so mad. So I asked him to trade me Jordan Howard. He said no, he wanted a 6, and I told him he wouldn't get a 6 because all the people who had them either traded them away or they were Jews with them. And he was like, "I got a 6 for Jordan Howard. How about that, bro?" All excited. I'm like, "Yeah, that's because the people you traded with hate me just as much as you do."
Spencer has had one of the worst years trading. Look, traded Tyreek Hill, traded Carson Wentz. If he had both those guys, he beats the shit out of Joey this week. He also would have another win on the year. He should be 4-3 right now if it wasn't for his dumbass trades for a washed-up DeMarco Murray and a one-legged, hobbled Keenan Allen, who's a bitch.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy now that I never made that trade with Justin for DeMarco Murray. Me and Spencer and Justin almost had a 3-way deal.
You would,
and
almost.
Thank God didn't do that. So let's move on to next week's matchups and predictions. First off, let's start off with you, Tim. We have Tim versus Jerry.
This is an interesting one. Jerry's got Jerry's main team there is gonna have is playing the tough Seattle team. So in Seattle, which is the biggest part. I'm very happy about that. Hoping Stephon Diggs still doesn't play. That'll help me big time. I think my biggest fears are McCaffrey and Benjamin. After they were embarrassed in Chicago against Tampa Bay, the only real threats in my personal opinion. So I'm going to say that I will get the win, 114 to 108.
Who would you guys start out of his quarterbacks?
You have to go with Watson.
I'm benching Watson this week.
Seattle hasn't allowed a quarterback more than 22 points. Only allowed one quarterback over 20 points the whole season. And Denver has been giving up some decent points to quarterbacks all pretty, consistently throughout the year.
Division matchup against still a good Denver defense. I would not play Alex Smith against Denver.
Tom, sorry I cut you off.
Yeah, I would bench Watson this week. And right now, Tim has projected 0, so there's no way I could predict him to win. So I'm going to go another big-time win for Jerry. He deserves it. He's making the right moves. He's trading everything. He's trading everything. He's going for it. And I respect it. I respect Jerry for being a man, having a big fantasy ball sack. And I can't wait for him to put those nuts in Tim's mouth. Or his asshole, whichever hole he chooses. Because he's going to have his way with Tim this weekend.
I like it when you guys pick against me because I normally win. So
right now, he's got the Texans defense benched over the Eagles, which I think is the right move. And then he's got Tariq Cohen starting above Lamar Miller, which, again,
smart.
I think is a smart move with the Bears playing the Saints. So I can't blame him. He's making some decent decisions. Alex is really coaching him well. So I very commend him on that.
Bazinga!
Tim's got some tough matchups on the other side. Ezekiel Correll, J.H.I. both play tough defenses.
Not gonna play. He hasn't played
knowing
on my
knowing
team
you, bro.
He hasn't played on my team.
Knowing you, you might just plug him in there.
You fucking tard.
Let's see. You have obviously starting Gronk and Cooper Kupp
You
on
don't know
by.
that.
That
I
kind of
got
hurts you,
Cameron
bro.
Brate.
Kind of
I
hurts
don't
you.
play Brate, bro. I might.
They're
don't
playing
know.
Gronk,
We'll
you
see.
dumbass.
It'll be a
thinks
close
I'm fucking
matchup.
playing Isaiah Crowell, so.
Chances are, knowing you might.
You always pick the wrong guys, so.
Yeah. Let's move on. I'm going to make my prediction. I'm going to go with Jerry as well
It's fine. You guys
because I don't want you to win and I don't need you to win.
Yeah, no, you
So.
should have picked me.
Tim, I got a question.
Yeah, bro.
So you've been doing this. Well, I'm not going to set a lineup for the show because I'm a fucking douchebag all year, and you're 3-4. Why don't you switch it up and start winning some fucking games and represent PKS?
I've done it for 3 weeks straight, and
You-
last week was the first week that I lost, so you can suck my black dick.
Whoa.
Next up, Joey versus Luke. Battle of the coaches.
Woo! I don't know who I want to win this, in all honesty. I'm actually... honestly, I don't care. If both of them could lose, I would cheer for that. But they can't. So either way, I'm happy. Either I'm getting closer in my division, or I'm getting closer in the wild card. So fucking someone lose.
I actually like Luke's matchup a lot. Well, if Des Bryant or if Josh Norman isn't playing in this game, that'll be a big time game for Des Bryant. Tim, your boy Eric Decker is not playing this week. That is a big time loss for Joey because that's
Probably going to play Ted Ginn.
yeah.
He should. Fuck both of you guys. Ted Ginn's been good. Both
He
of
has
you
been.
can suck my dick.
He has been good.
Yeah.
Just like Paul Perkins has, right? But AJ Green versus the Colts, God, if he doesn't have over 25 points, I'd be shocked. I'm not a huge fan of Stafford versus Pitt. Pitt's been pretty good stopping the pass. They've been able to lock quarterbacks down and offenses down. Kareem Hunt versus Denver. We'll see what Denver team we get. Look, what they did against Zeke was extremely impressive. Held him to under 10 yards, averaging less than a yard per carry. But we've also seen them get torched in the recent weeks. But I'm going to go with Team Joey A. Team Joey B will be losing this matchup, and Team Joey A will win.
I like how you steal my joke and use it on Joey.
Matthew Stafford's got a tough matchup against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's only given up 20 points to quarterbacks once this year, but Matthew Stafford is the king of comebacks, and he has been scoring quite a bit of points as of late. You still see he's only scored above 20 points once, which is week 1, but still he puts up 18, he puts up 17, and he makes games exciting. So be very interesting to see how that goes. Again, Kareem Hunt and all that stuff. I like Luke's matchups, so I'm going to lean slightly towards Luke. He needs to pick up a kicker and probably plug in Ted Ginn and Carson Palmer. Just cut him, be done with it. But having Dak Prescott from here on out, for the most part, is not a bad trade-off. So I'm going to go Luke here.
Nice.
Tim?
They both lose.
They both lose.
No, Joey's going to win, for sure.
All right, Joey wins.
Luke's team sucks. He beat me because my team sucks, but Luke's team's really bad.
Next up, we have Tater King versus Melvin, Chef Gordon Ramsay, Justin.
Justin's going to win by 164 points.
Yeah, Justin should kill Kevin. Kevin might have one of the worst teams in the league. He should not be 2-5. He should be like 0-13 right now, but that's not possible. Marshawn Lynch suspended. Kevin, I hope you're glad you made the worst trade in league history. Could have had Kareem Hunt instead of Paul Perkins and Marshawn Lynch.
My favorite part.
Great trade-off.
Joey still tries to defend that trade.
Yeah, which it's awesome. Can't wait to hear about it at the Christmas party. It'll probably be pretty exciting, and I'll wear a slap shield so I don't get slapped this year.
Wow.
But big time win for Justin in this matchup. He needs it after he got his ass whooped by me last week.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Justin as well, and that Tyler Croft pickup is looking pretty sneaky from here on out if he rolls with him. Looks like Greg Olsen is actually going to be starting to practice. I believe they said this week or next week.
Yeah.
So having Tyler Croft kind of as your replacement for the time being until Greg Olsen comes back should be good for him. But Justin in a landslide for me in this one.
162 to 34.
If that was a real score.
It's realistic with Kevin.
This might be one of the games where I don't know who to pick and it's very interesting. Josh Schultz versus Mike Agent. Initially, I want to go Josh Schultz, just looking at it. Even though he's starting a backup running back in Deonta Foreman, I don't know if that's what he's going to roll with. But I honestly think it doesn't matter. I honestly think that Josh Schultz is still going to win.
He's got Le'Veon Bell, and the Steelers are giving him over 30 touches a game, which you have to love. Plus, he's got Andy Dalton versus the Colts. Those two guys will probably outscore Mike's team.
I think you should start CJ Procise, even though obviously it's not a thing that CJ Procise is even going to start. But I don't know what the order is of waiver claims, but if everyone wants to fuck Mike, please pick up Josh McCown. That's 100% who Mike is targeting, and it will make him forced to pay me a lot for one of my two quarterbacks. There is dog shit left outside of Josh McCown this week. Yeah, but this is coming from a guy who played Brett Hundley last week, so who the fuck knows?
Yeah, he was very comfortable with playing golf. He decided to go against it. He picked him up and then dropped him. And how Hundley's not dropped yet, I don't get. I don't know who he's going to drop for a quarterback because he's got to drop somebody. I'm assuming he's going to drop. I don't know if he's going to.
He will drop.
I don't know if he does. I'm going to fucking pick him up. I guarantee it. I swear to God, I will just do it out of spite if he wants to pick him up next week.
He doesn't,
I'm going to do it. I don't care. Just letting you guys know. If you drop Hundley, I'm picking him up, and I'm going to roster 4 quarterbacks.
If he doesn't drop Hundley, then he's naming his son Hundley.
I'm just letting you know. If you drop Brett Hundley, I will roster 4 quarterbacks.
Mike,
and it'll be a game over.
That's nothing to be scared of. Let him do that. That's okay. Brett Hundley sucks.
I've tried to tell him that.
Josh McCown is not going to be available. Come get Kirk Cousins or Derek Carr from me.
I offered him a straight-up deal. Phillip Rivers for Austin Safarian-Jenkins.
You offer bad trades.
Phillip Rivers for Austin Safarian-Jenkins is a bad trade?
Terrible.
How is that a terrible trade? He needs a quarterback.
Terrible trade.
He has a tight end in Jimmy Graham.
Terrible trade.
ASJ is like a top 5 tight end right now. And
he's not going to get anything more for it.
He might.
Pip Rivers is like every other quarterback.
This is coming from the guy that also has Zach Ertz, the number 1 tight end in the league.
Right.
But I don't care.
Right.
Mike,
don't do that.
It's not like I'm going to ask for a fucking Zay Jones who isn't doing dick right now. Why would I give up a quarterback that he can start for a wide receiver that isn't doing shit? He's probably going to cut either Eddie Lacy or Zay Jones. He's going to keep Hundley on his roster.
He's not Mike.
Just watch.
Just
watch.
Don't keep Brett Hundley.
We'll see tonight at 3:26 in the morning. When waiver claims process.
Why do you know that at 3:26?
So heated.
I'm picking Josh Schultz.
This is one of the dumbest conversations I've ever had in my life.
Josh Schultz
Brett Hundley.
Brett Hundley win?
No, Mike Agent's going to win.
Tom?
Josh Schultz.
All right. Next up,
Are you picking your own team?
Tom versus Tommy. Very interesting matchup.
This is a good one. Oh, this one gets me hard a little bit. Not gonna lie to you guys. This one gets me excited. I don't know why the trash talk hasn't started yet.
It has.
No, but I mean,
I told Tommy last night in group meet that I'm gonna fuck him harder this week than I fucked his sister last night.
He did say that, and then he liked it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it got weird pretty quick.
Yeah, that definitely got weird.
It's a good trash talk.
Oh, yeah, but it's weird that he liked it.
Yeah.
That's the weird part. So you each got a couple.
I was
of
getting ready to type that, but then you said it.
Just tell him that you'll punish his sister for his punishment. I don't know. This game will be fun. Ingram has just been fire, and I don't see that stopping this. I don't care how good Chicago's defense has been at home. I think it's gonna be a different story.
That field, yeah. With
Cam had some ghost trips last week against the Bears. Love seeing him pouting like a little bitch, though. Made me very happy. Interested to see if Joe Mixon gets his love after the issues that he pronounced to the whole entire world. We'll find out if it was smart or stupid real quick. So, yeah, we'll see. But fuck you, Tommy. I got a tiebreaker over you, so I'd like you to fall down in the standings a little bit. Let's go, Tom.
Looks like Tommy's finally going to start Michael Crabtree because he has to. Pretty much. Emmanuel Sanders still hurt. But he's starting below Powell.
Adams on bye?
What's that?
They said
Yeah, Adams is on bye. So it's kind of weird because you're going to have to see Tommy cut some people to make room for a kicker and defense. Does he cut the Rams defense, who has been pretty decent?
No, he does not.
And does he cut Mason Crosby because he is a Green Bay kicker? I don't know if he cuts either one of them. Maybe Crosby, but Tommy, if you cut Crosby, I'm picking him up just out of spite.
He's going. The only
shit again.
The only person he's going to cut is Alfred Moore, or he's going to cut Alfred Morris, and he's going to cut Mason Crosby.
I was listening to NFL Network earlier. They said Mike Gillislee need to cut list. And I was kind of shocked by that. Very, very weird. But at the same time, I can't really argue too much with it. You know, he's only really put up numbers the first 2 weeks, and everything else has been kind of consistent. So
they say that and he'll blow up for fucking 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, who knows? Yep. I'm gonna go with Tom. He needs a tight end, so we'll see what he does there. But
Tom, I got 2.
It'll be interesting.
I'm picking up Zach Miller.
Oh, not anymore.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna make sure you don't get him.
I have the number 1 waiver claim, dumbass.
Yeah, I'm going with Tom here in this matchup for me.
Yeah, my team's hot right now. One of the hottest teams in the league. Got the best quarterback.
It's a very winnable matchup.
It is winnable. I got pretty lucky with Todd Gurley being out. Zeke Elliott, tough matchup. Washington's a lot better against the run than a lot of people give them credit for. So hopefully Zeke can be somewhat limited. Hopefully that Bears defense could limit Breeze a little bit. But actually, I like the matchups for Tommy's wide receivers for once. Those guys have been killing him. He's been lucky. He's got 2 stud running backs. This week he doesn't, and he's going to fall victim to the champ.
Gentlemen, oh my God. Mike has
Dolphin.
just traded Austin Seferian-Jenkins to Joey.
Ooh, interesting.
For Ben Roethlisberger.
Interesting.
Wow. I don't know what. I'm assuming Mike probably gave him like 3 6s as well. I do not like that trade for Michael in the least.
So let me ask you that, Tim. Would you rather have Phillip Rivers or Ben Roethlisberger?
Well,
you fucking wiener.
That's close. That's debatable. Honestly, they're very similar quarterbacks. In all honesty, I don't know. I don't know.
It's hard to be starting Big Ben right now. You know what they're going to do every game from now on.
Yep.
They're going to be running the fuck out of the football. And that's it. Big Ben, he's lost it. He doesn't have it anymore. He's not the most valuable player on that offense anymore like he has been. And if Mike's cool with getting 15 points a game average from your quarterback, cool. I'm glad he did this. This made his team worse.
Yeah, that's what he has to do. He has to hope to average that many points.
He's averaging 14.9 right now.
Because the
He's
thing
got
is,
to buy next week.
He's got to want more than that. I'm sorry, his team is not good enough to be carried by a guy that is only putting up 14 points.
It makes me, honestly, here's the reason why this is really fucking dumb for Mike, and I'm the least hater of Mike out of any of us. He plays me next week, and the guy that he's taking is on a bye.
Yeah.
If that's the case, he 100% should have just gone with Pip Rivers.
Yep. It
makes no sense. That part of it makes 0 sense.
Because he's going to go back to Brett Hundley after this week. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Well, now he might. Yeah, now he's going to keep him. Fucking Mike, I'm trying to defend you, buddy. You're making it real tough.
Next up, me versus Spencer.
You'll beat the piss out of Spencer. Spencer's team blows. He literally does not care anymore. He's in coast mode. He doesn't give a fuck. He has a couple of 6th-round picks. He's just coasting, looking to get some young talent here in the 2018 draft.
Josh wins big. Spencer's going to get a big Carson Wentz wiener in his face all week. Big time win for the Eagles this week against the Niners. We saw what Dak Prescott was able to do against them, and the Eagles are far superior at passing the football in my eyes. So big time win for Carson Wentz, and it's going to propel him into the number 1 quarterback spot.
I'm interested to see what Spencer does, because at this point, it looks he's going to have to pick up a QB. He's going to have LeGarrette Blount in for DeMarco Murray.
Or Amir Abdullah.
Or
Matt Forte.
And then I'm assuming Parker won't play on a short week on a Thursday.
He practiced today, but I don't think
I don't think he's going to play. Golden Tate's already doubtful, so he'll have to pick up a wide receiver as well. So this is tough. This game might get ugly real quick against a very stacked Josh's team.
Yeah, I'm going to pick myself to win as well, obviously. And
if you lose this game,
if I lose,
you're not allowed to talk shit anymore.
But this is
a Josh losing game.
It is. It honestly is, because I've had right now. I looked at the numbers. I'm the only team that has had 700 or more points scored against them, which is just bad luck, or teams have a good weeks. But it is what it is, and I think because we got 4 minutes here, so we can talk freely or whatever, or 3 minutes.
We go through all the games?
Yeah, all the games. Yeah. So what are your guys' big predictions for the rest of the year, I guess, since we just hit this up weekly? Look at the projected playoff projections. Justin's seed 1. Number 2 is Jerry. Number 3 is myself. Number 4 is Mike. Number 5 is Tommy. And number 6 is Luke.
I have Luke pushing Jerry for a division title. Luke is actually going to end up winning the division. Jerry's going to fall off, lose the division, and not even make a wild card spot.
Wow, that would be very interesting.
He's hot, but I love what Jerry's been doing, but at the same point, he's also just been making trade after trade after trade after trade.
True.
At some point, you have to stop and be happy with your team. It's just too much right
Jerry,
now.
never happy. Tom, thoughts?
Wow.
I'm just saying.
I'll probably be the 4 seed eventually, that's what I'm feeling. I'll have a matchup with Luke round 1. I'm gonna fucking send him back to fucking Wales
with an H.
Yeah, and I'm gonna end up beating Justin in the second round, and then I'll probably beat Tommy in the finals. That's how this shit's gonna work. Going for my 4th starfish. I already ordered my little nameplate. I put it on there. You can't take it off, so I'm ready.
I'm not kidding you. I will trade Mike my players just to fuck you over.
It's not gonna matter.
Oh, okay.
When a snowball starts rolling down the mountain, it's gaining momentum. That's what's happening right now. Winter is coming, and Mike's ass is mine.
Mike will only win 1 more game for the rest of the year.
Wow!
That is my prediction.
Oh, God. This is why we all knew it was stupid for Tom to be in a division with fucking Kevin and Mike.
That is my prediction.
They give us all false hope. You guys are like Trump.
He made moves that are not going to pay off. That's just the way I'm looking at it. Ty Montgomery is what we said he was. He's not a real running back. He's a creative player that's just really fast at running back. He's a better version of Randall Cobb, right? That's what you can pretty much chalk it up to. And Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones looks good. Mm-hmm. I think
Aaron Jones
he needs to be the starter on Mike's team from here on out.
Aaron Jones is the number 1 running back. Mike, I'll help you out here if you don't read anything ever, because apparently you don't with all your dumbass decisions. He's the starting running back now in Green Bay.
The big question is, what does Mike do at wide receiver? He's starting Juju. He's starting Mike Wallace. Those are, I don't want to say garbage options. Juju's all right, but the thing is, they still have Martavis. So what do you do there? You got tough options, and you're holding on to Zay Jones.
So he's only starting both of those guys because of the Jordy bye.
So, no, I'm just talking about later. Regardless, you're going to start Jordy Nelson. That's fine. So
if you have Jordy, Jarvis, it comes down to then either Mike Wallace or Juju. I'm okay with that.
I'm not.
Is it like a situation like yours where you have an all-star team? No, but
I don't have all-stars at wide receiver anymore.
Shut the fuck up. If one of those guys are your 3rd wide receiver, you're okay with it. Are you thrilled? Are you overexcited? No. But Juju's been showing signs, and Baltimore fucking douchebag Flacco has to throw it to someone. So
cool with them being my 4th or 5th wide receiver.
Wallace isn't going to play, though. Wallace is in concussion protocol.
Exactly. Tom, last thoughts?
Got nothing.
Tim?
Fuck everyone in this league.
All right. That's all we got for you guys.